Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mlimani. I'm from Ngata Homes Africa. Ngata Homes Africa, we are a digital mortgage origination platform. Our business model is very simple. We democratize sustainable and affordable housing in Sub-Saharan Africa to manage urban sprawl. We democratize housing. If you've been here in Tanzania or in Africa for the last 1 or 2 months, you could have figured it out that finding housing is one of the biggest challenges we have. 1. 2, we have what we call urban sprawl, and no one is paying attention to it in Africa. Urban sprawl is when a city grows uncontrollably. Dar es Salaam in the next few years will be a mega city, and the number of people is growing so high. But no one has come to see that we organize shelter. So people are celebrating here in Dar es Salaam when they see Morogoro and Dar es Salaam they are zinakutana katikati yako, Bagamoyo na Dar es Salaam zinakutana, which in the end is it's dangerous to the environment, as I'll explain later. The next slide. The question is, how big is the challenge we have? How big is the challenge we have? We have a challenge of finding housing in Africa. For example, if by number today I asked the colleagues that are here between 25 and 40, trust me, more than 80% are renting. Not by that they want it that way, but because they can't afford to get into them houses. Maybe they could be driving. But the question is, if you ask them, what caused them to drive before buying a car? Definitely they will tell you because finding a house is quite expensive. So we've come up with a solution that enables these young people to get into their housing scheme early in their lives. We do it in 3 ways. My slides are stuck. Maybe I'll just go through them and we'll see them later. So we do it in 3 ways. 1, we digitalize the housing process. Right from the start that someone begins to think of owning a home. Normally, good. I took it. That's okay. I was talking about how challenging it is to start housing. How challenging it is to start the housing process in Tanzania. Basically, one begins. The slide has gone up. It shows you the journey that people go through. Someone that probably they begin by having the desire of owning a house because of age, because of lifestyle, whatever reason it could be. Then the next challenge that they will have, is now to look for land. They will have that probably take them more than 6 months. After getting the land, they will begin to find someone to help them figure out the kind of house they want, to fine-tune their desire. Then they begin to look for resources. Then they begin to look for contractors. By the time they finish that house, normally it takes more than 10 years. Don't forget these individuals are renting somewhere. So we come up with this solution, the Ngata way, where we've cut the whole long story into only 4 phases. 1, you begin by, of course, the goal of owning a house, which is obvious, you can't change. Number 2, you need to save a little bit, not the whole package of the house, just between 10 to 30%. Then Ngata Homes Africa will come in to build that house for you, and then you begin to pay in installments. Our business model, how does it work? We do 3 things. 1, we digitalize the process of housing. The way I explained it, it's all digitalized that you can have it within the palm of your hand. That's number 1. Number 2, we bundle.
What you're building is an online digital platform for a household.
Perfect. In a few words, we are making affordable housing accessible. On top of that, you realize that everything you said, like one the many things you talked about, we do all them. Because if you're going to develop affordable houses, that means you're going to hold people, number of them, in millions of them. Because when you talk of housing shortage, you talk of millions of people that don't have houses. So if I'm going to go out and build millions of houses, I need to have a platform that manages those houses because they're going to pay me in a long time. So basically, mine is a digital property management system. Is built into the platform. 1, if I'm going to be selling houses to people for them to own them a long time, that means I've got to list them for them to find the housing. So it's a listing platform as well. So if at the end of the day people are going to pay me, then basically there should be a mode of them to pay me. So it's a platform that enables people that are buying houses to find payment options. Another problem is service or Twitter in the system is helping people fine-tune their desires. Before you buy a home, basically you need to know what kind of home you need. So we help you in that journey of you making up your mind. Where do you want to stay in this country, maybe? Where do you want to live in terms of location? How big the house you want? Who should design it? How much is it going to cost you? So we help you before even you begin the actual buying process. Then when it comes to the construction, we come in to help you construct that house. When it comes to financing, as we'll see later, we help you as well finance the housing process. That's why I said in summation, what we do, we make housing affordable to everyone. In short, we democratize housing, which basically we didn't have in Africa. You know, Africa, everyone struggles in their own way to find housing. It's no wonder to find a man about 50 in Africa still renting a two-bedroom house. And if you ask them, probably they have basically a good salary, can say. But because that salary comes in bits, so they end up not yielding. I don't know whether I've answered your question, sir. Perfect. The housing challenge. We have 3 packages. One is called CHACHAP. CHACHAP, these houses are already built within the city centers. As a matter of fact, over probably 75% or 85% of people who work in Masaki, Mikocheni, Upanga don't live in those locations. They come somewhere else to come to this place.